Midday.
Good morning, I'm Brad Franco. Thank you for joining us here on News 2 Midday. We begin with breaking news, and it was an alert you received via our push alert system on your cell phone about an hour and a half ago now. Dylan Roof found competent to stand trial. Roof admitted to shooting and killing 9 people inside Emmanuel AME last June, and now the trial is ready to move forward. News 2's Ashley Yost joining us now live in downtown Charleston in front of the courthouse with the very latest on this order, Ashley, we received a little while ago.
Brad, one of the first things that we thought about this morning were these family members. They've been through an absolute emotional roller coaster with, we're going to have a hearing. No, we're not. The trial being postponed. We talked to Sharon Risher. She is the daughter of one of the 9 victims, Ethel Lance's daughter. She expressed that weight of anxiety they've been feeling through this Thanksgiving holiday, she feels like it was lifted this morning getting this news. And a big question that we've had, Brad, is what in the world is taking so long? Well, we got that answer in part this morning when we got the order. There was one lead witness testifying, Dr. Ballinger, a psychiatrist. There was also 4 other witnesses and then 3 additional people. So we're talking about 8 people who testified to various aspects of Roof's mental competency in this hearing. And then it took the judge and his team a long time to go through all of this information to determine, is Roof mentally competent to stand trial? An interesting footnote at the base of this order is talking about Dr. Ballinger's experience. More than 45 years as a psychiatrist. He's written or edited 16 books, 350 articles based out of MUSC. So this guy has been around the block a time or two, and it was his information that made the judge decide, after looking through it, that Roof is fit to stand trial. It will start next Monday with jury selection. We will be there through the duration of this case. Live in downtown Charleston, Ashley Yost, News 2.
All right, thank you, Ashley. A lot more on this throughout the day here on News 2. A much more detailed report coming your way on News 2 at 5 o'clock. Let's go over to Josh Marther's Black Friday. A lot of people heading out to shop. Maybe they're getting their second wind or maybe third wind, if that may be the case. Boy, weather is fantastic if you like a little bit of warm air.
Or you could just be like us and want to eat turkey and dressing and cranberry
You
sauce
could baste
again.
yourself in sweat outside right now.
Yeah, it's actually kind of nasty outside. It's a little stuffy. Let's show you what's going on right now. Some scattered clouds continuing to move across the area, and temperatures are warming up into the low and mid 70s. We're right on track about where we were this time yesterday. 73 at the Charleston International Airport, 73 in Summerville, 76 right now Johns Island, and in Walterboro, and it's 73 in Mount Pleasant. Here's your forecast for today. 1 o'clock will be in the upper 70s, near 80 at 3 o'clock, around 73 at 5, and then we'll cool off down into the 60s as we head into the evening hours under a partly cloudy sky. I'll be back in about 10 to 15 minutes from now. We'll have a look at your 7-day forecast. We're talking rain chances. Oh, we got to take a trip up the road to Death Valley, show you how that's going to look tomorrow as well.
All right, Josh, thank you. Many people taking advantage of the Black Friday deals. Our very own News 2's Colby Thielen is out live for us at Tanger Outlet. And Colby, how are the crowds looking out there this morning?
Hey, Brad, well, stores open here at 6 o'clock, and it looks like they're getting that second wave of shoppers coming in right now. We're standing near the main entrance here at the Tanger Outlets, and there's car after car coming in. In fact, when I drove around the parking lot when I first got here, it would be a lucky guess to try and find where there's going to be a parking spot, because it all looks like it's full right now. So this looks like a great shopping day here, and I'm actually being joined by the general manager of the Tanger Outlets, Penny Benton. And Penny, you guys had people lining up here as early as 5:30 last night.
Correct. We opened officially at 6 p.m., but we had, by 4:30, we had people waiting, and at 5:30 they were standing in front of the doors waiting to get in, and it went on throughout the early morning.
And how does this compare to last year in terms of crowds? What are you guys seeing?
You know, it's very comparable. Our traffic is trending up to last year. It's comparable. Stores are reporting sales, making sales, beating their sales plans. So it's been a great night and a great morning so far.
And, you know, why would you say that compared to online shopping, why would you suggest people coming out here to the stores in person?
Well, for one, I think there's so many great deals right now. You know, you can come out here and find everything. Most of these stores are running deals from 40 to 50 to 70% off. A lot of the stores also offer items that you might not be able to find online. And even more is the experience. I think we see a lot of families that come out every year. We see a lot of groups coming out and everybody just enjoying themselves and finding some really great deals.
Penny Minton, thank you so much. And guys, one thing that she mentioned is that there's also, you never really know what deals are going to be happening at what time. She says it could change from hour to hour. So if you need to get that early Christmas shopping done, this is the place to do it. Reporting in North Charleston, Colby Thielen, News 2.
Thank you. While many don't mind the long lines or crazy crowds, there are some other shoppers who would much rather wait a couple days to take advantage of great deals. News 2's Annie Taylor joining us now with the pros and cons of Cyber Monday instead of Black Friday.
Cyber Monday might be 2 days away, but to ensure those great deals, you need to start now. And how you're going to do that? Well, you should get those promo codes together.
If you think Cyber Monday starts at 12:01 Monday morning, think again. Online stores like Walmart and Best Buy have already posted their promo codes that will help you get those great deals the day of. Where can you find the best prices and millions upon millions of items to purchase? That would have to be Amazon. Black Friday might have great deals on consumer electronics, but Cyber Monday has the best prices on clothes. Consumer experts predict that more money will be spent in this holiday shopping season than 2015.
We know that they're not only shopping, but 61% of people are planning to spend more money this season as opposed to last.
If you're still not convinced as to why you should wait till Monday, let me help you out. The best part, there are no waiting in lines or fighting the crowds. You can shop from the comfort of your own home or even scoop up a few online items while at work. Lastly, you can price compare by looking up multiple store sites all at one time.
A great website to check out is cybermonday.com. On the front page, they have the top name brand stores. So not only can you see the great deals ahead of time, but you can also price compare. For News 2, I'm Annie Taylor.
Another great tip, experts say when shopping online, use a credit card, not your debit card. That way, if someone gets a hold of the information, the money in your bank account is still secure. Some of you sent in your photos from your Black Friday shopping, and, well, you know, you got to have fun when you're out there navigating the crowds. Take a look at some of these pictures. These are the troubling ones if you were looking for some of those deals that were in the circulars, those empty shelves on something that was a great price. But fear not, they restocked those, and there will be more to come. Actress Florence Henderson is dead this morning. Boy, this one really rocked a lot of people this morning as the news started to break. Henderson, best known obviously as the mom of all moms on the Brady Bunch, Carol Brady. Coming up a little bit later in our broadcast, we'll have a look back at her life from childhood to success in Hollywood, success that has transcended the generations. Seems like everybody, no matter whether they grew up with the Brady Bunch or not, remembers Florence Henderson as Mrs. Brady. Search underway this morning for the driver involved in a hit and run that killed a Somerville man. 23-year-old Brett Farmer died after being hit by a car Thursday morning along Holiday Drive near the Azalea Shopping Center. Police say if you have any information, call Crime Stoppers at 554-1111. A multi-vehicle accident overnight sent several people to the hospital. According to Charleston County Dispatch, that wreck happened shortly before midnight on 526 East, right near the Clements Ferry Road exit. No word yet on the condition of those victims. They were said to be transported to be cared for their injuries. We still don't know exactly how many were involved. We have an email out to the Charleston Police Department. We're waiting on more information to come in. Firefighters working through Thanksgiving to put out the Pinnacle Mountain wildfire. They received a feast to say thank you from the volunteers. Elected officials and volunteers served up a Thanksgiving Day meal to show their appreciation. And then it was right back to work on that wildfire that's already scorched more than 7,300 acres. The South Carolina and North Carolina Forestry Services are joining forces to secure that fire right around the state line. Still, thankfully, no homes threatened by this fire and no injuries reported. In Rutherford County, North Carolina, officials say they're thankful that the Party Rock wildfire hasn't destroyed any homes. since it broke out back on November 5th. Forestry officials say it's already burned a path through more than 7,000 acres, and it is now 60% contained. And as those wildfires continue to burn throughout the southeast, dozens of southbound Appalachian Trail through hikers were stalled on Thanksgiving, just shy of completing their trek. Fire restrictions are in place on much of the southern part of the trail. Wildfires have closed more than 75 miles in several states. Some hikers say that they will hike to the closure, shuttle around it, and then finish the hike.
The trail opens up in the spring again. I plan on coming back and making up that little section that we had to skip because, yeah, I want to do the whole thing.
Can't blame her. More than 50 hikers enjoyed a Thanksgiving meal in Hot Springs, North Carolina. Authorities in New Jersey are investigating an overnight shooting outside a shopping mall during the Black Friday frenzy. It happened at about 3:30 outside of a Macy's at the Hamilton Mall. Police say the initial call reported 2 people shot. However, no immediate confirmation on the details at this point, including the number of victims. The mall closed at 12 a.m. this morning and reopened at 6 o'clock for Black Friday shoppers. A missing California mother has been reunited with her family after 3 long weeks. But for police, the search continues for her alleged kidnappers, and that is just beginning. Here's the latest now from Yasmin Amir.
A family's prayers answered. 34-year-old Sherry Papini was found alive early Thanksgiving Day morning. The mother of 2 went missing on November 2nd while jogging in Northern California. Police say she had been freed by her captors and left on the side of the road in Yolo County. That's about 140 miles from where she was last seen. According to police, Papini freed herself from restraints and flagged down a passing motorist. Days after she went missing, her husband, Keith Papini, broke down as he spoke about what it was like to live through this nightmare.
It's the worst thing in the world. It's the worst thing ever.
Community members who helped search for her were overjoyed at the news.
It was just a rush of relief and a lot of tears and realizing that it was over in the best possible sense.
But officials say it's not quite over. Shasta County Sheriff Tom Busenko says the alleged kidnappers are still at large.
We're looking for a dark-colored SUV with 2 Hispanic females armed with a handgun.
Police don't know the identities of the 2 women, and they still don't have a possible motive. But for Papini's family, all that matters is that she's finally home. I'm Yasmin Amir reporting.
Sheriff Busenko says Papini was treated for some injuries but did not specify the extent of those injuries.
Coming up on News 2 Midday.
A texting mix-up that led to a Thanksgiving Day invite for a teen and his family making the rounds on social media again because they made it happen. Plus, the Queen of Soul still singing the national anthem right now. Not really, but boy, oh boy. She is all over social media. We'll tell you why her version is causing quite a stir.
And good morning to you as you're headed out the door this evening for any evening plans. Let's say you're going to reload and go back out shopping again. 67 at 6 o'clock, 63 at 8 o'clock, and 61 at 10 under a partly to mostly cloudy sky. Coming up on the other side of the break, we got to talk about a rain chance. It's heading back at us next week. Plus, we'll give you a preview of what to expect if you're headed to Clemson for the game tomorrow. Stick around. You're watching News 2 Midday.